Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Safan Nadeem. I'm a graduate of Cardiac Medical College. Right now, I'm doing a residency in critical care medicine at one of the prestigious institutes in Punjab, which is Multan Institute of Cardiology. My other interests include research, residency in internal medicine, and teaching. So today I'm going to present you one of my research article, which is comparing the incentive spirometry with a capella device for physiotherapy after thoracoscopic lung resection surgery. So before going into the further details of that research study, first we have to understand what is incentive spirometry and a capella device. So incentive spirometry is basically a device, as you can see in the picture below. It is basically used to prevent the atelectasis. Atelectasis is the collapse of the lung, and by improving the collapse of the lung, it improved the lung expansion post surgery, and it is also used during the prolonged illness. How it is used? So basically, the patients only do deep breathing, and it improves the lung inflation or improving the overall lung function. It is most commonly used after the major surgeries, like especially the thoracoscopic lung surgeries and abdominal surgeries, or in patients with the chronic respiratory conditions like cystic fibrosis. And it is also used in post-operative recovery. While the Acapella device is a new device, and it's a small device, and it is basically used for the same purpose, that is to prevent atelectasis and to clear the bronchial secretions. The mechanism is slightly different, that it combines the positive expiratory pressure and vibration to help loosen the mucus. And when the patient exhale against a resistance, it creates vibration that helps to improve the bronchial secretions. It is also used for the post-surgery surgical treatment after the lung resection surgery and in chronic respiratory diseases like bronchiectasis and cystic fibrosis. So let's go to my study. So the basically the objective of the study is to compare both of these devices, the incentive spirometry and Acapella devices, and to compare these devices in those patients who have undergone the thoracoscopic lung resection surgery, and to see the overall lung function by comparing both of them. So that's why we did a research study in which we enrolled 268 patients from one of the major hospitals in Pakistan, that is Nifter Medical University. So the 268 patients were taken from the intensive care unit, and they participated in the study. We divided these 268 patients into two groups. One undergone the incentive spirometry after the lung resection surgery, and the other undergone the Acapella devices. So the lung function, we had to measure the lung function. So the lung function parameters include measurement of the FEV1, FVC, and we also measured the patient comfort level by evaluating them using a visual analog scale, and we also measured the pain assessment using 0 to 10 scale. So there was a certain inclusion criteria in the research study. So the patient aged between 20 to 70 years were included. The patients who have undergone the thoracoscopic lung resection surgery were included. The patients who have undergone the resection of less than 2 lobes of the lung were included. And obviously the patient who were immediately admitted to the ICU after extubation was included. And those patients who received the IV analgesia in the form of the morphine and fentanyl were also included in the study. The other problem with the exclusion criteria, the patients who have the BMI less than 15 or more than 30 were excluded. The patients who have the baseline of the FEV1 less than 30 were excluded. The patients who had the respiratory infection within the past 3 months were excluded, and patients who were unconscious or had certain neuromuscular ailments were excluded from the research study. So by comparing the comfort level, pain level, and FEV1 and FVC measurements, we concluded that both groups were comparable in terms of the age, BMI, smoking history, and comorbidities, pathology, extent of the surgery, operating time, and anesthesia time. But in a preference test where the patients were asked to evaluate both devices, the majority, the 94% of the patients, choose and favor the Acapella device in terms of the comfort level. The pain levels show no significant difference between the two groups. Furthermore, the total morphine that were used in incentive spirometry were comparable. And the lung function was, we compared the FE1 and FVC also, so it was also the same in both of these groups. So it was concluded that there was no significant difference between the two groups concerning the overall lung function improvement after the thoracoscopic lung resection surgery, but overall preference was given to the a cappella device in terms of the comfort score. So, what is the significance of the study? Significance of the study is although there was no pulmonary function improvement, but the emphasis on the patient comfort and preference signifies the value of the a cappella device as an adjunct therapy. So that need the further investigation on the a cappella device and how it can be used and integrated into the medical system. In regarding the ethical consideration, the patient confidentiality were maintained during the procedure, and the consent was taken for this. And ethical approval was taken from the hospital's ethical committee, and all the research was according to the research guidelines. So that's it. Thank you so much.